Hello and welcome to today's IC Markets commentary with me, Andy Demi. So to begin with, we're going to take a little look at Bitcoin and to study what is going on right now. So Bitcoin has created this big weekly bar that you can see here. So this is a big rejection bar. And right now we are testing this bar. Okay, the most likely scenario is that we're going to go lower before we go any higher, based on history and based on this candle formation. Okay, you can see in the past when we've had these kind of big rejection bars, sometimes the market comes into the candle and then goes lower. And similar here, we had a big rejection, we went into the candle and then eventually went lower. Okay, and I think right now I'm preparing for something similar to happen, where we are basically going to be looking to pull back. You know, there's a little bit of resistance here. We may push a little bit higher. We've got a lot of US news coming out this week with FOMC and non-farm payrolls. So we could get a spike higher, but I think ultimately I'd be looking for Bitcoin to go a little bit lower from here. Next, we'll take a little look at Ethereum. Now, generally speaking, every crypto is probably going to follow Bitcoin. We have a little bit of an evening star formation here. The moving averages are still fanning upwards. They still look bullish, but I think if Bitcoin does indeed go lower, I'd be expecting that Ethereum is going to go lower towards this 200 weekly moving average and go and test this support line down here. Maybe around that kind of 1850, possibly 1800 looks like a decent level to be looking out for some support there. So I'm prepping for, you know, even if this does go a little bit higher first, you know, maybe again similar to Bitcoin goes and tests this formation again. Ultimately I'm going to be expecting that to be kind of a false move, a dead cat bounce as we say, and then for the market to move a little bit lower. Moving on to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 right now looks like a really good one to trade long. You can see all of the moving averages are fanning nicely. We've broken through this symmetrical triangle. It's right now holding on the 8 EMA. I do like the 21 as a nicer kind of level in terms of like it's a bit more of a pullback. So if we can just kind of hold on here a little bit and then, you know, and possibly even spike lower, especially with all this US news that's coming out, this would be a really nice potential buying opportunity. Try and match it up with some confidences like here, for example. We've got a nice resistance level, and even here around this sort of whoops, that's gone a bit wonky. We can kind of just draw this a little bit more like this sort of level. It's already rejected there. So this level I quite like here because we haven't come back to act as support, and you can see there it's really mirroring that sort of 21 EMA. So if this was to kind of spike lower, maybe towards 4,610 ish, I think that would be a very nice potential buying opportunity. Next, let's take a look at the currency. So we've got cable here. So cable right now is at resistance. Okay, we have some news coming out this week on Thursday, and that's gonna potentially either break higher or it's going to hold again and it's going to potentially go lower. If we do reject and start to move lower, I would be targeting somewhere around there, back towards this support line. You can also again just try and find some horizontal levels that you know, can kind of give you a bit more guidance. So somewhere like there looks quite interesting. You could even go a little bit higher than that, like around that kind of level there, and these could be really nice sort of longer term targets on this one. Next, Kiwi. See, Kiwi right now you can see it's just taken out this low point here. The moving averages are starting to turn lower. I'm looking right now at any rallies for shorting opportunities. You can see really strong move there, what we call supply. So any rallies, I'm going to be looking for this to push lower back towards this kind of 45-degree support line. Okay, so again, you know, what I would say is look for previous levels of support and resistance like there. That is actually a really, really nice level. The 618 is matching with some really nice levels. So around that kind of 0.6 figure looks like a really nice one to kind of target, and then to potentially look for longs there. Next, dollar yen. Dollar yen at the moment is really, this is the key level right now for me. Is this going to try and break through? You know, I kind of thought, well, maybe this is time for it to go lower. But at the moment, you can see the market is still making higher highs and higher lows. And if you notice here, that was very bearish in terms of how it fell. But look how aggressive it's rallying right now. So for me, this is not one to be looking to short just yet. You know, I'd really want to see some confirmation, maybe taking out these lows, maybe creating this kind of maybe head and shoulders pattern, and then at this point we can really start to sort of favor the bears right now. But right now I would just kind of wait on that one. And then finally, gold is really just hogging this resistance level. Is this finally going to break through? Is this going to move higher? You know, there's a lot of uncertainty going on right now, and I personally think it's only a matter of time before we do break higher. You can see we already closed above this level for the first time. We rejected it, and now it looks like we're just staying up there. So we're not really pushing back down yet. So for me, this is quite bullish. I would be a little bit cautious about going long right here because we are at resistance. But again, I definitely wouldn't be shorting it either. I think this is a little bit of a battle going on. You know, you could do some short-term trading, maybe some range trading. But right now, I'm kind of favoring the buy side there. Okay, and that's all for today. Hope that helps. Happy trading. Catch you again soon. Take care.